Hello superheroes, supervillains, it's your friend Sean PVS 101. Welcome back to another video, and I am going to do another Mandalorian episode review from Season 2. And today episode, I'm going to review The Single. Yes, I'm going to review Chapter 12, Episode 4, The Single on Disney+. For this episode, it takes place after Chapter 11 left off when Baby Yoda and Mando are leaving this ocean-like town. And then Mando has to go back to that planet when he was a great bounty hunter in Season 1. And we see some old characters from Season 1 finally return for this episode. We have Carl Dune, Greef Karga, and Marthro. Yes, those characters are back from this episode, and Mando has to go back to that planet when we see Carl and Greef from the last season finally return to this episode, and then Mando and Carl and Greef has to go on that mission on there's some Second Empire base in this planet, and then Mando has to leave the child at that school place in this planet, and then while Mando, Carl, and Greef and the blue creature guy go to the Second Empire base and blow it up. And that's the plot of this amazing episode. Before I share my opinion on this episode, this review will cause some spoilers of this video. If you haven't seen this episode or you haven't seen the entire show from Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2, click off this video. I'm going to spoil this episode. Or if you've seen this episode and you've seen the Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2, you're going to watch this video. I'm going to share my opinion and share my thoughts on this whole episode when I spoiled it, and enjoy. So, what do you think about the episode of Mandalorian Season 2, Chapter 12, The Single? Wow. Just wow. This episode was awesome. Oh my god, I fucking loved it. This episode is just so amazing, awesome, badass, and even mind-blowing, surprising to watch, because I was just so blowing away from this episode. It is just so mind-blowing and shocking to watch. Honestly, this episode was so mind-blowing and surprising because it has got so many reveals and mysteries from the Star Wars universe. It is just so crazy to watch. And I just really love the writing and the story for the episode for Mandalorian Season 2. It is just so fantastic and awesome in my opinion. I just really starting to loving this episode more because it is just so awesome, fast-paced, and fantastic to watch. I was just amazing and just mind-blowing throughout the episodes because I was just having a blast watching it a lot. And the visual effects and the CGI are awesome, highly creative, and visually pleasing because I just very praising the visual effects from The Mandalorian. They are highly creative to watch and very amazing because I love the visual effects from the character design to the backgrounds to the areas and the costume design, which is so fantastic and creative. And the action sequence are fucking awesome as hell. I praise the action sequence a lot in this episode because this episode has some of the best action sequence from Season 2 so far. It is just so awesome as hell. I was just so edge of my seat a lot when some action sequence pops off right now. And then when characters had to get into that, like, Empire-like base in the planet with Mando, Carl, and Griff, and that blue guy, and it's just so fun and awesome. And yeah, I just really love the action sequences a lot. They're probably the best in Season 2. The characters are just so lovable as hell in this episode. And let's talk about the characters in this episode, shall we? And first, we have Mando. Honestly, I love Mando from The Mandalorian. He is just an awesome, badass, and very interesting character, which I really love Mando a lot. He is just an awesome, like, bounty hunter character. Also, we have the child, aka Baby Yoda. Honestly, I fucking love Baby Yoda so much. He's probably the best and most cutest characters that ever Star Wars made in the show too. Also, I like about Baby Yoda in this episode is when he's at school with these kids, and then Baby Yoda wants that delicious blue cookie from that student, and then Baby Yoda trying to steal it and eat it all, which is so funny as hell. And we have some of the other characters that returned from Season 1, made it to Season 2. And let's talk about the returning characters. We have Carl Dune, who is back in Chapter 12. Honestly, she is even more badass and awesome she was in Season 1, in my opinion. And yeah, I love her a lot in Season 2, more than 1, in my opinion. Also, we have Greef Karga, who is from Season 1 to Season 2. Honestly, I love this character more in Season 1 because this character in Season 2 is so funny, hilarious, and amazing. I just really love this character a lot. Also, fun, amazing fact, Carl Weathers, who played Greef Karga, who directed this episode, Chapter 12, The Senator, which is awesome. And I have an amazing fun fact right now. The actor who played Greef Karga, the actor's name is Carl Weathers, who played that character, directed this episode, which, congratulations, buddy. Carl, you did an amazing job directing this episode. And dude, I'm going to make you a very positive word for you. You did an amazing job, and you're probably the best episode director of this season. And I'm going to make you a very positive tweet on my Twitter page, and you're going to love it. So yeah, I fucking love this episode a lot because it is probably the greatest and amazing episode from Season 2 because it is just so awesome and amazing to watch. And also, there are some moments that are there's some mind-blowing plot twists from Chapter 12. I was just so mind-blowing to watch because there are so many theories to talk about. And I just watched New Rockstar's video on this episode. Just go watch it right now. Go watch it and subscribe to New Rockstars. He is an awesome theory channel. And yeah, I love this episode. Overall, I have no negatives for the episode. Overall, Chapter 12, The Single, it is such a masterpiece of a fucking episode with awesome and brilliant writing, lovable characters, awesome CGI, and awesome action sequence. Overall, I'm going to watch this episode right now before Chapter 13 comes out on Friday, which is going to be amazing as hell. Overall, this episode gets a 10 out of 10, and it gets a totally wicked score. Well, that's it for my review on this episode. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what's your opinion of this episode. Did you love it or hate it? Comment down below. Also, stay tuned for more videos, and yet totally wicked.